right, still with us, National Trial Attorney Michael Jafer. Michael, I gotta ask you, what was the purpose of calling Dylan? Again, we talked about the grandpa. We kind of figured out maybe it had to do with the knife. Not sure. The only thing I can think of is there at the end, he said that Sarah, the wife of the defendant, had a knife, which I think that's what I heard him say. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I don't know why they brought the neighbor. I could only think that they're bringing him to speak to the state of mind of the defendant. But this was puzzling because this kid, if you look at his answers, he didn't even know anything. Like he said that I didn't know what was in his hand. Things moved very fast. I have no idea how they got there. Somebody punched me in the shoulder. They partially dislocated my shoulder. I can only assume that this is just more of a fishing expedition. It doesn't seem to me like any of these witnesses were deposed in advance of the trial, because I know that they weren't able to do it. So unlike, let's say, a civil trial, these witnesses, you're hearing this for the first time, both the prosecutors and the defense. Well, the defense has spoken to some of them, prosecutors have spoken to some of them, but they haven't really seen testimony until now. So this is more of a puzzling thing. I would put this in the category of it's not going to be helpful or instructive to either party.
And in the last 30 seconds, Michael, we talked about the fact that, yes, the state does have to put all of the evidence out there in terms of the relevant evidence, et cetera. But is there a way that it could be presented more strategically to tell a compelling story on behalf of the state?
Absolutely, it can be. And these prosecutors, you know, they look like seasoned prosecutors, but I don't think I think they're overwhelmed by the facts, because we're living in an era now when people have cell phone footage of almost every incident, right? Like this is a cell phone image, a cell phone video of an entire murder, a killing from beginning to end. People showed up to the house, got in there. So I think this is more of just a grasping, and the prosecutors, because the prosecutors have to put this stuff out there, but they're not required to bring every witness, but they're just fishing and fishing and fishing. And I don't think that this particular witness is helping or harming either side.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael Jafer, for joining us today.